Back it up.
Welcome back to New Mexico Media Makers. Joining us is our local writer and director, Julie Reichert. How are you, Julie?
Great.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you are a female powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
You are. You write and you direct. Tell us about how you got started in the film industry.
Well, it's kind of by accident, and I wound up co-writing a breakdance movie back in the 80s.
What is the film? You got to tell us.
Breakin' 2 is Electric Boogaloo.
And what is Electric Boogaloo? Is that a condition or is that
Call it a condition,
I
yes,
see.
I think.
Can you still do the Electric Boogaloo?
I do, but only on special occasions.
Okay. Tune in next week for the special
Exactly.
And how did your film career progress from that experience?
In fits and starts, I wound up being a script reader for TriStar Pictures for a long time.
Excellent.
I wound up writing several scripts that I would shop around Hollywood, and something would almost happen and then wouldn't. And then I had to make another kind of living, and I wound up moving to New Mexico, and then I made 3 short movies, and just decided to do it, you know, and I did. So I have 3 of those, and then I had written this script for a Warrior Woman quite a while ago, and then I decided, okay, well, if I can do 3 small movies, I can do 1 big one.
Sure.
So you had a positive experience shooting your 3 shorts.
Yes.
And did you use New Mexico crew?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is entirely New Mexican.
And how have you gauged our market? Has it offered you good crew members, good cast, productions,
Fantastic,
locations?
fantastic on all of those scores, yeah.
And what is the story of Warrior Woman?
It's about a woman who is about a year out from cancer treatment, who still is kind of healed physically, but still has a lot of healing to do in other areas. She starts having these really intense dreams that impact her life. And then through the course of that, she winds up rescuing one of her students. She's an ESL teacher, rescuing one of her students from an abusive husband, and they kind of go off on a spontaneous road trip together, and stuff ensues.
And you wrote this film.
Yeah.
And you directed it.
Yes.
So it's a story of women banding together and having that sisterhood.
That's part of it,
Yes.
and I think another huge part of it is how there are parts of our lives that are not conscious that really bring us to a certain place that maybe our conscious minds don't always bring us when we're being rational all the time.
And you brought the trailer for Warrior Woman.
Yes, I did.
Can we run that trailer, please?
Okay.
I'd like you to decide what's happening in this picture. Okay, where are they? Who are they? How are they feeling? What is their problem, okay?
Where are you going?
I'm sure I'll figure out something.
Where'd you get that bruise?
Her husband.
Where is my wife?
I'm not gonna tell you where she is.
What's the matter, Alice? First you sleep all the time, then you don't sleep at all. When are you gonna be normal?
Never.
You be careful, honey.
Where can we see this film, Julie? Fantastic.
Right now, it's basically available on DVD through the website, so warriorwomanfilm.com.
One more time, what's that website?
warriorwomanfilm.com.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And is it doing the film festival circuit?
It's been in a couple of film festivals, and it is, we've had a screening here. We just had a recent screening here in Albuquerque.
Congratulations.
That went really well. And I'm talking with some people in various other locations, and maybe we're hoping to screen it elsewhere
Absolutely.
bit by bit.
And what has it meant for you? From what we understand with the film, you yourself are a breast cancer survivor.
Yes, so I brought some of my experience into the film, although the film is not autobiographical. You know.
Excellent. And was it kind of healing in some way to get the message out there?
Yeah, I think it's really great to make contact with other people, and film is a great way to do that. And sort of, I think it's important for women to see their kinds of experiences on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt bringing this to the screen was a good way to do that.
Yeah, you don't often see many heroines in the film that have, there's a piece about them that's already right away needs to be worked on. It's usually a relationship they're struggling through,
Right.
but you add all the layers
Right.
to a human. You're telling the human experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Tell us more about your projects you have coming in the future.
Well, I have another script that I would like to find funding for, and that's always the eternal question. And it is about a homeless woman with a guilty past who winds up healing herself through tango. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Tango.
tango.
And where did that come from? That is such a neat log line.
Well, I do tango myself, so I was inspired to do something with tango. And it's tango in a different way, that it's not the sort of performance thing that you see on Dancing with the Stars. It's a more social dance kind of thing. So.
And
Well, you know what I was surprised is and I'm not trying to make points, although maybe I am. The woman's point of view. Now, how do you feel that that's translated? Can men enjoy the film, basically?
Yes,
I mean, is there a point to where they can get it to?
I've had a lot of really interesting, good feedback from men who are interested in the way women are portrayed in the movie, and also kind of relate to the way the guys are portrayed. I mean, there's a husband in the movie, and it's not a huge role, but it's wonderfully done by a local actor, Vic Browder, and he really brings a lot to it. But there's a complexity there, and sort of a reality of what a guy's experience can be like in when his partner is going through difficult times, and so a lot of people relate to that.
What can a woman bring to filmmaking that maybe men can't initially? I mean, what's your opinion?
My opinion is just a different perspective in life. Maybe looking at different things, or picking up on different things, or emphasizing different things, and just to bring just another aspect of experience to the screen. No.
with your next project, what's your take about using New Mexico crew and cast?
I plan to film it here, probably in Albuquerque again. I had such a great experience filming here. I love it, and there's a lot of unbelievable talent in terms of crew, post-production. I also did all the post-production at Half-Life Digital,
Fantastic.
local, and all the crew members, everybody in the whole film was from New Mexico, except for the lead actress, Karen Young, who's from New York, but everybody else is from here. And I think there's an incredible pool of talent in all aspects of filmmaking here, and I would definitely want to do it here.
And you even got to use some of the incentive for Warrior Woman,
Yeah,
correct?
yes, we did, and that really helped actually pay for post-production.
Excellent. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah,
that
yeah, it
incentive
was
is
really,
working.
it worked really well. It was really wonderful to have that.
Now, for those people that think filmmaking, or that might think that filmmaking is easy, it's just a matter of just... The question is, tell us like some of the ins and outs, or things to look for, basically, that people may not be aware of. They think, well, I'll just make a movie. It should be as simple as that.
Well, it's just that there's so much to coordinate. I mean, there are millions and millions and millions of details. I know the process is a little bit different when you're doing a documentary, but I know it's also very complex. But when you're doing a narrative, they're just, I mean, you have to deal with actors, you have to deal with locations, you have to deal with a lot of things. And when you don't have very much money, when it's a very low budget, I mean, we did this as an ultra low budget SAG production, so we could use SAG actors, but we didn't really have much money to play with at all. And a lot of stuff comes up, and you have to be very creative with how you're going to deal with it because you just don't have the funds to deal with that particular thing. You know, you can't get the location you want to get, so you have to get something else and make it work.
Right.
Or, you know, or somebody's going to do something and they fall through, and then you don't have enough money to go out and, you know, pay somebody else a whole bunch of money to do it at the last minute, so you have to figure out how you're going to cover that. And, you know, I mean, they're just constantly a lot of things that you have to deal with.
So you're translating that to money and backup plans.
Yes, yes. Well, and then planning. I mean,
Yes.
the more you can do in pre-production, the better off you're going to be. You know, you just try to deal with as much as you can up front, because there are always going to be surprises when you're filming.
Well, you're a veteran of this business.
Yeah.
You can talk at it from every single angle.
Yeah.
And you want to keep making movies.
Yes, I do.
Better yet.
Better yet. Better yet.
So hopefully we'll be able to see Warrior Woman someday on Netflix,
I hope so. We'll
along
see.
with your other work you've done.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you for
Working in
joining
that
us today,
direction.
Julie.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been
Okay.
great. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us today on New Mexico Media Makers with our guests, Olga Villanos and Julie Reichert. We're your hosts, Catherine Plofis and
Mike Gaba.
Oh my gosh.
I know my name.
Tune in next week to see what's hot and happening in New Mexico media. Until then, keep smiling. You never know when you're going to be on camera.